Hello and welcome to Patriot Now. Today our topic is going to be David Chipman, Joe Biden's pick for the head of the ATF. Now this guy would be a disaster, not just for conservatives in general, but also for any left-wing gun owners out there who have the sense to recognize that your personal safety isn't just in the hands of the police or in the hands of the society, it's in your own hands. Now, this David Chipman guy, he seems dead set on taking every single gun that you own. He can't even define the guns, and when you can't define something, you can't define whether it's okay or not for you to take it from law-abiding citizens. So when he says assault weapon and can't put a definitive description on an assault weapon or an assault rifle, it's really a scary thought for all Americans who own any kind of rifle, or in the terms of assault weapon, any kind of weapon in general. If you've got handguns or rifles or somehow machine guns through what is already a very long and lengthy process, not even legal in many states, if you've got those through a legal process, watch out. Because this David Chipman guy is dead set on taking away what you have gone through, what I can only imagine to be hours and hours of government paperwork. Now, the Second Amendment, it doesn't put a definitive descriptor on arms, the right to bear arms, but it's been generally perceived as firearms, obviously, because the founders wrote it during a time when they had weapons which propelled a metal ball using the pressure from an explosion of gunpowder down a metal tube. And that's basically what we've got now. So the idea that the founders couldn't have imagined the technological advancements which we have now is crazy, but that's a whole nother video. The point I'm trying to make is that our right to keep and bear arms, our right to keep firearms especially, is openly being infringed upon and will only be further infringed upon to a massive degree by this David Chipman guy, who can't even define his own terms, and that's a terrifying thought for you and me, when the head of a very dangerous government agency, dangerous to our freedoms and our liberties, our God-given freedoms and liberties, when you can't even define how you're going to infringe upon them, even if just a little bit, or who knows, maybe it could be literally every single gun you own. It's a terrifying thought, because you don't know what's going to be legal one day and entirely illegal the next, because his definitions are non-existent. They could apply to anything that you have sitting locked up in your own home. So please, call your senators, call your congressmen, make sure that this guy does not get into office, and in the sad eventuality that he does, make sure that your senators and congressmen are fighting for you to make sure that your rights stay where they should be, to make sure that you are still able to own firearms. Even call your state representatives, your state senators. Make sure that your state is easing off on any firearm control, any gun control that is infringing on your rights. Don't let this guy get into office. Don't let your senators let this guy into office. Don't let your senators and congressmen, your state senators, your state assembly people, whatever you've got, don't let them infringe on your rights, especially your Second Amendment right to bear arms. This has been Patriot Now. Thank you for joining, and God bless.